In our journey to discover history, the disappearance of Neanderthals has always been a controversial and curious topic. With their presence spanning thousands of years, Neanderthals are not only a part of humanity's past, but also a magical knot in our development and evolution. However, at some point, they suddenly disappeared, leaving us with unspoken traces and questions that are still confused in the minds of archaeologists and researchers. What happened to them? What was the cause of the demise of such a powerful and adaptive group of species? These questions not only open the door to scientific curiosity, but also push us to reflect on evolution, life, and the future of our own species. In the process of learning about human history, the disappearance of Neanderthals is always a topic of interest and curiosity. Despite their short existence on Earth, Neanderthals left important traces in our evolution. About 300,000 years ago, when the ancestors of modern humans first appeared, they were not a unique species. Research has shown that up to 21 different human species existed in the past, and among them, about 9 other human species existed at the same time period. However, over time, only Homo Sapiens, our ancestors, were able to evolve and survive today. During the process of evolution, humans have faced many challenges and confrontations. In particular, the appearance of Neanderthals, considered supermen with strong bodies and superior intelligence, has posed great challenges to the existence of Homo sapiens. However, after evolutionary struggles, Homo sapiens won and became the only human species on the planet. The first Neanderthal remains were discovered by Philipp Charles Schmerling, a Dutch naturalist. Studies have shown that Neanderthals existed from about 430,000 years to 40,000 years ago before mysteriously disappearing. Their outstanding characteristics are their healthy body shape and ability to adapt to the environment, especially in cold climates. With large noses and high nasal bridges, Neanderthals were able to keep warm and humidify the air, helping them survive in the harsh conditions of cold environments. This demonstrates their intelligent and effective adaptation in survival and development. In addition to physical factors, one reason why scientists liken Neanderthals to superheroes is their skull structure. According to research from the Journal Processing of National, Neanderthal brains were the same size or even larger than modern human brains. Despite their long history, the Neanderthal population was never large. During their most prosperous period, they only had about 7,000 scattered individuals. However, their civilization still made significant breakthroughs, partly stemming from their intelligence. In prehistoric times, when Neanderthals lived, they knew how to use knitting fibers to make clothes and wear them. Their intelligence also helped them create hunting tools from animal bones, as well as craft weapons from stone. In fact, Neanderthals were the first humans capable of creating weapons and tools. The unique culture of the Neanderthals is also shown in the way they buried and remembered their dead. Many scientists believe that they were the first humans to bury their dead and commemorate them by placing flowers on their graves. They were also the first to create cave art, evidence of which has been found in Spain. Despite the advantages of progress, the sudden disappearance of Neanderthals remains a major challenge for scientists. Many theories have been put forward to explain this, but there is still much research to be done to better understand the causes of their extinction. The extinction of Neanderthals took place between 41 and 39,000 years ago, simultaneously with the appearance of modern humans on the Eurasian continent. This raises some suspicions that there was a collision between Neanderthals and the ancient ancestors of modern humans, leading to their extinction. Evidence suggests that this confrontation often involves males from both species. Both Neanderthals and modern humans often show signs of traumatic brain injury due to strong blows to the head or being punctured by spears, and also suffer from broken arm bones due to frequent use to fend off attacks. One of the other reasons is the population superiority of Neanderthals. They have a small population, with the number of fertile individuals ranging from 3,000 to 12,000. However, due to the existence of harmful genes and pressure from natural selection, Neanderthal populations were unable to grow or remain stable, eventually falling into extinction. Meanwhile, the Homo sapiens population continues to grow. This leads to two consequences. One is the risk of homogenization, and the other is the inability to compete with more populous species in occupying territory and finding food. There are many theories that Neanderthals interbred with Homo sapiens as we know or have heard. Hybridization between these two species meant that Neanderthals had to face strange diseases that other species had eliminated. The genes that helped Homo sapiens resist these diseases were not always active in Neanderthals. The tropical diseases that cause them are more complex and severe than temperate diseases. As a result, Neanderthal communities were hit hard, while Homo sapiens diseases we adapted to and developed immunity to. Population growth of Homo sapiens gradually encroached on areas inhabited by Neanderthals, increasing competition and eventually leading to their extinction. Neanderthals experienced a demographic crisis in Western Europe that appears to coincide with climate change, leading to periods of extreme cold in Western Europe. Love Dahlen, an associate professor at the Swedish Museum of Natural History in Stockholm, sighed the fact that Neanderthals in Western Europe almost went extinct but then recovered long before they came into contact with modern humans which was a complete surprise to us. If so, this suggests that Neanderthals may have been very sensitive to climate change. The data reveal that abrupt climate changes, although locally important, had limited impacts on Neanderthal populations worldwide. Interbreeding and assimilation, believed to have caused the death of Neanderthals in Europe, were only successful when competition for food was low. Some researchers have argued that the Campanian ignimbrite eruption, a volcanic eruption near Naples, Italy, about 39,280 plus or minus 110 years ago, older estimate approximately 37,000 years, erupted about 200 kilometers, 348 km magma 500 cubic kilometers. Mass 120 km contributed to the extinction of Neanderthals. This argument has been developed by Golivanova et al. The theory is that although Neanderthals experienced multiple ice ages over the course of 250,000 years in Europe, their inability to adapt their hunting methods left them at risk of extinction. Competition of H. sapiens as Europe transformed into steppes and semi-deserts with sparse vegetation, desert during the last ice age. Sediment studies at Mezmyskaya Cave show a serious decrease in plant pollen. The damage to plant life would have led to a corresponding decline in the plant-eating mammals hunted by Neanderthals. However, traces of Neanderthals still exist in the genome of modern humans today. About 1 to 2% of the population in Europe or Asia still carries genetic traits from Neanderthals. A genetic mutation in Homo sapiens helped them overcome all of those factors that, combined with environmental changes, brought Neanderthals to the brink of extinction. One of the simplest examples is food. Our ancestors diversified the menu by changing the way meat, fish, and birds were prepared. In contrast, Neanderthals only focused on hunting large or medium-sized animals, not knowing how to store food when the environment became harsher. With the loss of their familiar food source, Neanderthals no longer had a chance to maintain life. Even being pushed into poorer and harsher lands by Homo sapiens caused them to become cannibals, as evidenced by fossil remains in France. Many factors played a role in the extinction of the Neanderthals, making it still a fascinating research topic today. However, this raises the question of whether Neanderthals could continue to exist and live peacefully alongside Homo sapiens on this earth. If they still existed, could we see harmony between these two human species, and could natural selection create a superior, more refined version of them? The disappearance of Neanderthals is one of the great mysteries in human history, leaving many traces and unanswered questions. Although much is known about their life and civilization through archaeological findings, many aspects remain unclear. Learning about the extinction of Neanderthals is not only a journey to learn about humanity's past, but also an opportunity for us to reflect on our future. In this exploration of ancient civilizations, we can see the patterns of interaction between different human groups, the consequences of evolution, and how species adapted and evolved in harsh environments. While we can't guarantee that the end of the Neanderthals is a model for humanity's future, we can learn a lot from it. Perhaps by better understanding the factors that played a role in their extinction, we can apply those lessons to the current and future challenges facing humanity. The disappearance of the Neanderthals is a magical and fascinating story, one of the most important chapters in humanity's journey on this planet. And even though their lives have ended, their traces continue to exist in us, an inseparable part of the story of human history and evolution. Thank you for accompanying our video. Have a nice day, and don't forget to leave a comment to help me improve. Hello, and see you again in the next video.